In a peaceful Yoruba village, nestled among silent Irako trees and caressed by soft evening winds, there lived a young girl named Eniola. She was gentle, thoughtful, and always drawn to the edge of the forest, where she loved to watch the sunset paint the sky in fiery colors. But Eniola carried a strange secret, something she couldn't quite explain. Every evening, when the world grew calm and the wind held its breath, she noticed something unusual. The shadows moved, not wildly or threateningly, but just differently, as if they were alive, breathing with a life of their own. One quiet evening, as twilight spread its purple cloak across the land, Eniola saw a shadow stretch far beyond the tree that cast it. It swayed, it shifted, and then it waved. Her heart skipped a beat. A jolt of fear shot through her, but before she could turn and run, a whisper filled the air. It was soft, gentle, and strangely comforting. Eniola, follow me. Your destiny awaits. A mix of fear and curiosity warred within her, but curiosity won. Step by step, she followed the whispering shadow into the silent, waiting forest. The deeper she walked, the more mysterious the forest became. The familiar chirping of crickets faded into silence. The ancient trees seemed to lean in closer, their branches like long, curious arms. The path felt untouched, as if no one had walked it for 100 years. Eniola's voice trembled as she whispered into the still air, "Why me?" But there was no answer. Only the shadow gliding ahead, a silent guide who seemed to have waited a very long time for her. At last, the dense forest opened into a hidden grove, bathed in a soft, ethereal white light. And at its center stood a tree unlike any she had ever seen. Its trunk shimmered as if made of gold dust, and its leaves glowed like captured moonlight. It felt alive. Before she could form a question, the tree's voice echoed not in the air, but inside her mind. "Eniola, your courage has awakened me." She gasped and stumbled back, her eyes wide with wonder. The tree's voice continued, warm and ancient. "The shadows have watched you for years. They have seen your pure heart, your quiet bravery, your unending kindness. And tonight, you followed the path that was chosen for you." Still trembling, Eniola whispered, "What must I do?" The tree's voice was gentle but firm. "Come closer. Your time has come." With a hesitant hand, she reached out and touched the glowing bark. A surge of light, warm and powerful, flowed through her body. It didn't burn. It felt like coming home. Her eyes began to gleam with an inner light. Suddenly, the world around her became sharper, clearer. She could see things others could not. The hidden dangers, the approaching blessings, the secret paths. The shadows around her seemed to bow, no longer just shapes of darkness, but loyal spirits. Eniola had awakened her destiny. When she returned to the village, her worried parents scolded her for wandering so late into the forest. But Eniola only smiled softly and said, "I learned something meant to help us." And help them she did. The very next morning, she went to the Hunters Guild and warned them. "A heavy storm is coming from the east." They laughed at her. The sky was a perfect, cloudless blue. But just hours later, the sky turned black, and a storm fiercer than anyone could remember crashed down upon the land. Soon, her gift became known throughout the village and beyond. Eniola guided travelers through safe paths in the treacherous woods. She could sense sickness in a person before it even showed. She blessed journeys, warned against danger, and became the silent protector of her people. The villagers began to whisper in awe. "Eniola is touched by the spirits of shadow and light." But Eniola never bragged. She remained the same humble, kind girl, always remembering the words of the great tree. A gift is nothing without humility. Every night, the shadows would dance around her feet, whispering their secrets, guiding her and protecting her. And the village slept peacefully, night after night, knowing that the girl who spoke to shadows was watching over them. It just goes to show you, sometimes the thing you fear the most isn't an enemy at all, but the doorway to the purpose you were born for. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.